Boston opting to kick off first. Now, the reason why we're choosing Boston this time around is we happen to have a new hire onto the squad. One Anthony Maxwell, our cheetah friend, new wide receiver. New Jersey has, as we said, been putting in a little bit of work this season, going 2-1 through 3 games so far, even managing to edge out the favorites in the New York Dragons a couple of weeks ago, week 2 action. New Jersey's offense is is enhanced enough that they are one of the better 3-down squads in the game. Lawrence back to pass, and there you go to Gabbert, another first down. They're parading down the field already at the Boston 42. They're moving at a quick clip, no stalling here. Little pitch out to Douglas, only a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 for the Knights. Lawrence to Gabbert, Gabbert with the first down and then some. Nothing but open field in front of him. Gabbert for the touchdown, 41 yards. Getting put on the board quick. The point after is good, making it 7-0. Knights, Minutemen already going to have their work cut out for them. Austin opting to receive. Fusco taking it out of the end zone, already getting it past the 25-yard line, getting it to just to the 26. Jarwin back to pass, incomplete. Nothing there. Maxwell lined up at the bottom of your screen, number 88. But a pitch out to McLeod. McLeod gets a first down off of that plunge from the fullback. Sadly, though, that injury puts him out of commission for a minute. Pass to Galladay. 4 yards for the Minutemen. Another handoff to Galladay. This time only 1 yard stuffed at the line. 3rd and 5 for Boston. Lined up 4 wide receiver set out of the ace formation. Galladay getting nothing. Pushed out of bounds. Matakevich punting it away, giving it once again to New Jersey. Pico with a return, but only getting it to the 17, so starting within their own 20. Good field position for Boston. And Marshall stuffed after a 2-yard gain. But it's not the running game that you have to look out for. It's definitely the passing game. Douglas, another 2-yard gain, making it 3rd and 6. Lawrence back to pass, getting pressure. Gets it to Gabbert. Gabbert again, making people miss. A 28-yard gain. New Jersey near midfield. Lutz stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2-yard loss, 2nd and 12. For New Jersey, McLeod reporting back to duty for the next time Boston is on the offensive side of the ball. Incomplete pass, another attempt to Gabbert, 3rd and 12. Lawrence out of the shotgun, Twins left, but a pitch out to Bortles. Bortles gets stopped at midfield. 4th and 9. Safarian Jenkins to punt it away to Boston to see if he can pin them deep within their own territory. A lengthy kick, but this one sailing a little bit too far right into the end zone for a touchback. Boston starting again. So far, Maxwell, no targets at the moment. O'Donnell with a 1-yard gain. Jarvis out of the shotgun. Quick pass, incomplete. There goes the first, right there, right as I said it. There goes the first target. Incomplete pass. Jarwin! Strip sack, but he manages to recover it. 3 and out. Very tumultuous 3 and out. Having to kick it from their own end zone. Just gets it barely past midfield. Right there. from the 42. Pass out to White. 4 yards, but gets knocked out of bounds. Less than 4 minutes left in the quarter. Lawrence back to pass. Lawrence to Douglas. Douglas making people miss. Coming with the parade behind him. I don't know if anybody will catch him. At the 20, the 15, 10, 5. Stopped right there. At the 6-yard line. New Jersey. Their receiving core is monstrous. An attempted QB sneak, only 1 yard, brings it to the 5-yard line. Lawrence back to pass. Lawrence finishing off the play to White for the touchdown. 2 scores ahead. New Jersey. The point after makes it 14-0. Knights. 2:41 left in the quarter. Kickoff to Boston. Lewis this time takes it weaving, but only gets it to the 22-yard line. Jarvis, a little pitch out to Galladay. Galladay getting a few yards, 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. Boston. Maxwell lined up lone man up top. Gets it to Maxwell, and they get the first down. First reception for Maxwell on the season. 9-yard gain. Pitch out to Galladay. Galladay getting a few yards once again. 2nd and 7 after a 3-yard gain. Another pitch out to Galladay. Another 2-yard gain. 3rd and 5. Boston. Jarwin back to pass all the time in the world, but just out of the hands of Bowman. 4th and 5. And that is how the quarter comes to an end. So far, New Jersey just dominant. Only not converting on 1 third down, but no third down conversions for Boston so far. 2 and 5 on the day. 7 and 8 for New Jersey coming out of the backfield. Let's go ahead and see what the second quarter has in store for us. Hopefully Boston can develop some level of momentum. A nice punt. Gets it just past the 20 to the 21-yard line. Lawrence back to pass. Lawrence up to Gabbert. Gabbert seems to be his favorite target of the day so far. 6-yard pass. Pitch out to Bortles. Bortles stuffed behind the line. Making it 3rd and 5. If they can get a 3 and out, this would be great for Boston. Lawrence back to pass. Gets to White just past the sticks. Moving those chains. 1st and 10. Another 3rd down conversion for New Jersey. Little pitch out to Lutz. Lutz running the length of the field. After a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5. New Jersey. Here comes the blitz. Tried to stop Bortles. Bortles getting 12 yards out of that. First down near midfield. Marshall getting more yards. 2nd and 7 after a 3-yard gain. Getting it into Boston territory. Lawrence back to pass. Lawrence all the time in the world. Another pass to Gabbert. 11 yards adding on to Gabbert's day. Lawrence incomplete on first down, making it 2nd and 10. New Jersey at the Boston 37. And we've seen that is well within field goal range for these legs that we have in this league. 3-yard gain, making it 3rd and 7. Lawrence back to pass. Lawrence incomplete, and that's where their drive comes to an end. 4th and 7. Likely a 51-yard field goal. It is good. $17-0 Boston. Boston needs something. They need to come alive. New Jersey is taking all the time of possession so far, not really allowing Boston a chance to develop anything. Jarwin back to pass. already incomplete. Tipped away by Amaro. Jarwin, handoff to Galladay. Galladay getting some nice yards. 3rd and 2. So far, no third down conversions for Boston. Let's see if they can change it. McLeod gets it just past the sticks. First third down conversion of the game. Jarwin out of the backfield. Gets it to Jarrett out of the shotgun. Just a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8, Boston. Trying to go for these quick passes. Jarwin back to pass. Just incomplete to Galladay. Maxwell lined up lone man up top. Fourth down. 4th and 1. There goes their attempt to try to keep the train going. Having to put it away once again. Boston not able to get much in the way of momentum going. Another punt. This one again starting off just outside the 20-yard line for New Jersey. Bortles running into a scrum. Just a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. Lawrence back to pass. Lawrence up to White. 9-yard gain for White. Making another first down. Marshall. 9-yard gain off of the sweep. Pushed out of bounds. Little under 6 minutes left to go in the half. Gabbert once again targeted by Lawrence. 6-yard gain. 1st and 10 from the 47. Lawrence back to pass to Douglas. Douglas making a few people miss. Douglas pushed out of bounds at the 41. Lawrence a little handoff to Douglas. Stopped after a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7. And they're taking all the time off the clock. Boston not even able to do much of anything so far. Gabbert, again, another friendly target for Lawrence. 9-yard gain. 1st and 10, New Jersey at the 29-yard line. Lawrence to Walton. Walton making people miss. Walk at the 7-yard line. Stopped, and it's 1st and goal once again. Pitch out to Lutz. Lutz stuffed at the line. 2nd and goal. From the 8, Lawrence back to pass. Lawrence just out of the reach of White. 3rd and goal. Holding them to a field goal is the best thing that you can do for Boston. Lawrence back to pass once again. All the time in the world. Just out of the outstretched hands of Diggs, making it 4th and goal with 2:21 left in the half. $20-0, 2:15 left in the half. You got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. You might be able to get something going on the 2-minute drill, especially after a decent return by Fusco to the 22-yard line. 2:02 left in the half. Jarwin with pressure. Jarwin sacked at the 15-yard line. Jesus, this is just a monstrous game by New Jersey. Lawrence already with 232 out of the backfield. It's Gabbert already with 108 yards receiving on the day. Only 3 receptions had for the whole receiving core. That's not going to cut it for Jarwin. More pressure on Jarwin. Launching it. 3rd and 17. Jarwin not able to settle off. Coming out of the shotgun. And again, more pressure. And the woes continue. 1:43 left in the half. Matakevich having to punt it away from his own end zone. After the sack and 2 straight incompletions. Pico getting it to the 42-yard line. Coming out of the half, Boston has to figure out their protection for Jarwin because he is not able to really settle back in the backfield. Another screen pass. This one to Bortles. Bortles pushed out of bounds after a 7-yard gain right at the Boston 46. On the other side, Lawrence getting all the time in the world, but that fumble might help. Boston's ball at the 42. This is probably the deepest that they've been. Jarwin out of the shotgun. Jarwin gets it to Montgomery, fumbles it, but they maintain possession. Boston with a timeout, a little bit more than a minute left. Jarwin out of the shotgun again to Newhouse. 1st and 10. Jarwin coming out of ace formation, hands off to Golladay. Golladay pushed out of bounds. A yard loss, making it 2nd and 12. 47 seconds left in the half. Jarwin back to pass. Jarwin, obvious screen to O'Donnell. O'Donnell gets 6 of those yards back. 3rd and 5. Timeout Boston. 1 timeout left in the half. Jarwin back to pass. All the time in the world. Launching it. Incomplete. Attempt to Maxwell, targeting him once again. 4th and 5. Gano going to do what he can to put points on the board. 53-yard field goal. It is good. 20-3, New Jersey. 26 seconds left in the half. Boston does get the ball back at the beginning of the half, showing a few glimpses, but that New Jersey defense putting pressure on Jarwin, making it hard to find his progressions. Let's see if they can make some changes. Lawrence back for the screen, gets it to Douglas. Douglas pushed out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Defensive holding. Oh, Boston shooting themselves in the foot. 18 seconds left at the 30. Lawrence back to pass. Lawrence to Douglas again, making a couple people miss. Douglas with a parade of red shirts behind him, pushed out of bounds after a 28-yard gain from the 42 with 12 seconds left and 3 timeouts. Lawrence to Gabbert. Gabbert pushed out of bounds once again after a 6-yard gain from the 36. 8 seconds left. Flowers trying to put insult to injury. 53-yard field goal is good. With 2 seconds left in the half. New Jersey not coming to play. Making sure that they're going to lose as much time as possible. Lewis with the return gets it to the 25, and that is how the half comes to a close. All these ones right here. It's the passing game. 6 for 14, only 38 yards, averaging just shy of 3 yards per pass. On the flip side, my Lord, Lawrence has not been missing. Nearly 81% on the day. If Boston wants to come back, they can, but they definitely are going to have to see some better play from Jarwin and the offensive line as well. Kickoff to Fusco. Fusco takes it to the 31. Good field position for Boston. Jarwin back to pass. Gets it to Montgomery, the first receiver to have more than 1 reception on the day. Jarwin, pitch out to Golladay, stopped behind the line of scrimmage. New Jersey, again, not coming to play. 3rd and 6. Jarwin out of the shotgun. Here comes the screen to Golladay. Golladay just shy of the sticks after a 5-yard gain. And another 3 and out. Boston has to convert these 3rd downs. Pico making a man miss. Gets it past the 20-yard line to the 22. New Jersey starting with a pitch out to Douglas. 3-yard gain, making it 2nd and 7. Lawrence, incomplete pass. First time. We haven't seen too many incomplete passes from Lawrence. Another pass up. Another incomplete pass. This time a 3 and out for the defense on Boston's side. Showing some life with the defensive effort. But an amazing punt Gets it to the 30. Return brings it to the 35-yard line. Jarwin back to pass. Jarwin's got time now. Up the middle. Caught by Maxwell. Biggest gain of the day. 27 yards to Maxwell. Jarwin out of the shotgun. Jarwin launching it again, this time to Jarrett. 2nd and 2. Jarwin with the pitch out to McLeod. McLeod first down. Moving the chains. 1st and 10. The deepest that they've been so far this game. Jarwin back to pass again. Jarwin all the time. Jarwin to Montgomery. Intercepted by Amaro. Jarwin underthrowing his target. Giving the ball up. Fumble, but New Jersey retains. 2nd and 4. Lawrence to Douglas. Douglas parading past Boston territory. 9 minutes left in the quarter. Gabbert once again getting his number called. 6 yards. 2nd and 4. Lawrence back to pass. Lawrence to Walton. Lawrence to Walton. 3rd and 1, just shy of the sticks. Douglas running up, getting the first down, pushed out of bounds after the gain. 1st and 10 from the Boston 32. Lawrence back to pass. Lawrence to White. White making people miss. White pushed out of bounds after the yak. Yards after catch. 19 yards, bringing it to the 13-yard line. Lawrence all the time in the world. Incomplete pass, though. Attempted to Douglas. 2nd and 10 from the 13. Lawrence, handoff to Marshall. Marshall getting just 2 yards. 3rd and 8 from the 11. Flag on the play. Handoff to Bortles. Offsides, accepting that penalty, making it 3rd and 3 from the 6. Lawrence flinging an incomplete pass, holding them likely to a field goal. Here comes the special teams outputting points on the board, making it 26-3. Now, Boston has showed that they can make some plays. Here's hoping that they can do something with it, with a little bit of momentum, and hopefully Jarwin can put that interception behind him. Jarwin back to pass. Jarwin, incomplete pass. Attempted to Newhouse. 2nd and 10. Jarwin definitely has to string some completions together. More time. Gets it to Montgomery. Just a simple 4-yard play. 3rd and 6. Boston going no huddle. Dropping back to pass. Here comes the blitz. Picked up to Maxwell. Incomplete pass. Amaro once again getting his number called. Playing great defensive effort. And having to punt it away once again after a 3 and out. Giving it up to Boston. Boston's offense is moving at such a fair clip that it's a wonder when you're going to get a chance to touch the ball again. Starting off with an incomplete pass. Here's a handoff to Douglas. Douglas getting just 1 yard after getting chased down out of the backfield. 3rd and 9. Boston's defense could help out. Incomplete. Good defense there, getting 3 and out. On New Jersey, Safarian Jenkins having to punt it away. With a little under 4.5 left in the quarter. Starting off after that shanked punt in New Jersey territory. Great field position. Jarwin back to pass. Gets it to O'Donnell. These little dink and dump passes, though, they might help get his confidence back up. Jarwin handoff to Galladay. Galladay stuffed. 3-yard loss. Jesus. Boston, though, trying to keep the pressure on. Flag on the play. Might be illegal procedure. Gets it to Montgomery, though. Montgomery Is this play coming back? It is! 3rd and 14 after an amazing play. Jarwin back to pass. Get to the Montgomery again. Pushed out of bounds at the 21-yard line after a 30-yard pass. Injury on the play, but Boston's keeping the no-huddle working. Gets it to Newhouse. As we said, stringing together these passes might help. Again, no huddle, knowing that they don't have the time on their side. Jarwin, incomplete pass. It stops the clock, though. 3rd and 4. Maxwell lined up with Jarrett up top. Jarwin back to pass. Jarwin pressure. Another sack. Not when you need it, but they're still going. Oh, they're just hurrying up to get the field goal off. Down by 20 with 2.5 left in the 3rd quarter. Another 3 and out, another parade like we just got out of Boston might be helpful. Let's see if the defense can come to play. Pierre bringing it up to the 25-yard line after a 24-yard gain. Lawrence handoff to Douglas. Douglas getting a few decent yards. 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6. New Jersey. Lawrence back to pass. Lawrence, incomplete pass. An attempt to Gabbert. 3rd and 6. If they can get another stop here, this will go a long way. Bortles, just a 2-yard gain. Another 3 and out. The defense putting in work. If they can get a quick touchdown, that puts them down just 2 touchdowns. But right now, down 20 with 49 seconds left in the quarter. Jarwin out of the shotgun. Jarwin sacked again, but there is a flag on the play. Offensive holding. Boston's woes just continuing. Oh, an incomplete pass. This one to Montgomery. 15 seconds left in the quarter. Just going to hand off to O'Donnell, get some yards, and kick it away. Play the field position game. 4th and 11. And that is how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Finally getting more than 100 yards passing, but there is not a lot good going on for Boston's offense. Yeah, we're gonna have to speak to the coach to see what their plan is moving forward with Jarwin, because right now his confidence is obviously shaken. Punt away for Boston, gets it to the 30. Fair catch called at the 29. 1st and 10 for New Jersey. Marshall avoiding the blitz, getting a 3-yard gain out of it. 2nd and 7 for New Jersey. This time Marshall getting stuffed at the line, just a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 6. They are playing the clock right now. Lawrence, another handoff to Bortles. They're going to take off as much time on the clock as they possibly can. They're up by 20. And Boston doesn't look like they are capable of putting in work to close that gap. Punt to the 20. Gets it up to the 30-yard line. A decent field position for Boston. Let's see if they can capitalize on it. Jarwin back to pass, incomplete. This one to Galladay. Boston dropping back again. Intercepted by the returning Shirelles. New Jersey just getting everything that they want so far. Boston unable to do anything. Finally getting a sack, getting pressure on Lawrence. 3rd and 13. A stop here. Oh, nope. Douglas getting it just to the sticks, just shy. 4th and 1, putting more points on the board is the hopes of Flowers. 41-yard field goal is good, 29-6. 10:45 left in the game. Miracles can happen, but time is not on the Minutemen side. Touchback. Boston starting from their own 25. Jarwin to Montgomery. Another fumble, but this time they hold on to it. 3rd fumble of the game. Pitch out to Galladay. Galladay gets the first down. 1st and 10 at the 40. They're not running no huddle this time around. Another handoff to Galladay. Little draw play. 5-yard gain. Now they're getting something on the ground. Jarwin out of the shotgun. Jarwin, time, and he slips in the backfield, gives up another sack. 3rd and 12, Jarwin gets it to Maxwell. Pushed out of bounds after a 16-yard gain. He's got to use his targets now. Jarwin, time, gets it to Bowman. 1st and 10 at the 36. Now we're working no huddle. Jarwin back to pass. Jarwin with pressure. Gets it past the line of scrimmage. Gets some gains. And stops the clock after a 2-yard gain. Boston going no huddle. Out of the shotgun. No pressure on Jarwin so far. Gets it to Galladay. Gets the first down. Again, time is not on their side. Boston not wanting to give up. Here comes the blitz to Jarwin. Jarwin to Bowman. Bowman pushed out of bounds after an 8-yard gain, stopping the clock once again. 2nd and 2 from the 16. Jarwin, time. Jarwin launching to the end zone. Incomplete pass. This one to Maxwell. 3rd and 2. Here comes the blitz. Jarwin gets it to Bowman. Finally, they get on the board with a touchdown, but with barely 6.5 minutes left in the game. Only going for the 1 point after. 29-13. You got to go. You definitely got to go onside. No, they're going to kick it away. You got to start to question. You got to start to question the play calling efforts of the Boston coach, kicking it away with 6.5 left. Maybe they could put a stop to him. They're going to use up as much time as they possibly can, though. Stopped at the line, and Nunwa is out of the game so far. And they needed him on this play. Douglas parading down the field. Douglas gets it all the way to the 39-yard line. Oh, the defense is just being outmatched right now. Flag on the play and an injury. Connor Lawrence is down. An illegal block that does finally help and work in Boston's favor. 1st and 25, Douglas getting stopped just past midfield at the 48-yard line. 2nd and 19, 4.5 left in the game. Lawrence launching it incomplete. That helps stopping the clock. 3rd and 19. Lawrence handing it off to Lutz. Lutz finally getting stopped at the 42, 4th and 13. Safarian Jenkins having to settle for a punt. Clock is ticking away. An amazing punt, stopping them at the 6-yard line. They have their work cut out for them. Jarwin back to pass. Jarwin launching it up the middle. Just out of the outstretched hands of Montgomery. One of his favorite targets. A little more than 3.5 left in the game. Jarwin once again here. Another incomplete pass. This one to Jarrett. New Jersey not trying with the pressure, but here comes the pressure off the blitz. Just out of the outstretched hands of Galladay. 3 and out. 3 straight incompletions. Gets it to Pico, and it's going to be all New Jersey on this one. Lawrence handoff to Douglas. Douglas finally getting stopped after a 4-yard gain. Getting closer and closer to that 2-minute warning. This one to Marshall, getting stopped at the line, just getting a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 5. Connor Lawrence back in the game. Boston decided to call a timeout. Hand off to Marshall. 4th and 6. This game is out of reach in every metric. New Jersey just outmatching and outplaying Boston. But surprisingly enough, Boston has one extra 3rd down conversion, but it doesn't do much. So far, Maxwell, in his debut, 3 receptions for 52 yards. Definitely needs to get targeted far more often. Another spectacular looking punt. Pins them in the shadow of their own end zone. Hand off to Galladay, try to put some distance away from him to avoid any potential safeties. Having to go no huddle. Time is not on their side. Jarwin back to pass. Jarwin launching it. Gets it to Maxwell. Pushed out of bounds after a 25-yard gain. Out of the shotgun. Deciding to hand off to O'Donnell. Gets pushed out of bounds after a 9-yard gain. 2nd and 1. 1:19 left. As I said, time not on their side. Jarwin, strip sack, and that is how it's going to come to an end. Boston, I don't know why you're calling timeouts. You got a minute left. You're down by 16. You're down by 16. Oh, there's an injury on the field. Rashawn Eifert is out. This will put it away. Making it 32-13 New Jersey. 21 seconds left in the game. It's all over but the crying. You gotta believe that the coach is going to be taking a look at what Jarwin is doing wrong. Maybe it's the line play. Who knows? Can't put it all on him when he's getting pressure put on him repeatedly. Another incomplete pass. That one going to Galladay. Maybe we can start padding stats. Another fumble. You hurry up to the line all you want. It's over, dude. And that is where the game comes to a close. New Jersey definitely whipped them. They got nothing going for them offensively. The one bright spot is the fact that their new acquisition and Anthony Maxwell, 77 yards on 4 receptions, doing whatever he can to try to get free from that stout New Jersey defense coming in with those blitzes. But let's go ahead and take a look at what Jarwin did. And sure enough, 226 yards, but 2 interceptions and 6, count them, 6 sacks. My Lord. On the flip side, we might end up having to take Gabbert over here. 124 yards receiving. Same for Douglas. Douglas went off this game. I don't think I've seen too many running backs with 100 yards rushing, 100 yards receiving. Very hard. But there you have it. New Jersey beating Boston handily. Hopefully we get some revamping there. But I'm going to talk to my YouTube people real quick. I want to thank you all for joining us. We got 4 more games left on the docket for week 4. If you want to get yourself added to the end of the credits right here, which is going to be rolling as I'm speaking right now, make sure that you head on over to patreon.com/HEELKAIJU, become a patron, and get your name added to the end of the end credits, just like these, for videos just like these. And also make sure that you are subscribed to us. Yay, make sure to subscribe to us over here at youtube.com/HEELKAIJU. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll be heading off to the next game. We'll catch y'all in just a bit. Deuces.